From LALATE News headquarters in Santa Monica, this is the Midday Report on LALATE.
Big news at noontime here on LALATE. Your fourth stimulus check, monthly stimulus check, gets a major push. And the push came from the retail sales numbers today, which went through the roof. It signaled that stimulus checks spurred spending in the month of March. This is actually the second stimulus check that spurred the spending. Wait till we see the April numbers next month as we see the impact of the fourth stimulus check. Meantime, what is that plus-up check? And could you be getting it? 700,000 plus-up checks of the third stimulus package are going out this week. I'll explain what is a plus-up check. Meantime, we'll go over the big money that's available for you under that fourth stimulus, monthly stimulus check. It would be the single biggest payday that any viewer of this channel has ever seen. And the incredible path to get it done is by recon. We'll go over the analysis about the fourth stimulus check and who gets it. We'll also go over the speed issue and the breaking, jaw-dropping numbers that came in today. Those jaw-dropping numbers showed the biggest growth we have ever seen for retail sales in recent months. Also, we'll see the biggest drop for unemployment since this channel's ever existed. As the news is searching across the board, there's a big surge, and that big surge is happening from whether it's crypto or Wall Street. Tech is rallying, and so is crypto, and I have all the details. Also, I'll be going over the big money for you under student loan debt forgiveness and the new data from Elizabeth Warren that supports student loan debt forgiveness. I'll go over the $1,700 of financial aid, the rent, the utilities, the mortgage assistance as well. Also, the big business grants going live this week. It's a lot to cover, and we're going to have a lot of fun because it's noontime here on LALATE. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. How are you? It's noontime here on LALATE. Hope you are having a wonderful day. We have expanded our programming lineup on this channel. Shows are still in the same place, but we have added a new show at late night. Let me go over our new schedule as Angela asked during the commercial break. We are hitting it out of the ballpark with a new late night show. It'll follow evenings LALATE. Evenings LA, of course, is every night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but a new show joining the lineup is LA Late Night. It is a new show. It is newly taped that day, and it is a lot of fun. It is both laughs, and you never know who, if a scarf or if some $12 ice cream may show up on the set, or with some ribs. Yes, those people may be showing up. Expect the unexpected every night on LA Late Night. Also a lot of fun and economic news as well. Afternoons LA continues after this. You're currently watching Noontime LALATE, which is 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm back with you in 2 hours from now with Afternoons LALATE at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the first afternoon show. Then there's another afternoon show at 6 o'clock. That's the show that you've been really liking, that time slot lately. We debuted that a few days ago, and you've really been liking that. And then evenings. I'll be covering that programming lineup later in this recording again, so you don't miss any of the bits. But first, if you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also, like this video, and if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. And in the chat right now, I see Linda and Sandy and Amanda. Thank you for the people who have joined me live. If you're watching this tape, you can see me live on the next show. And there's Chris G, and there's Caveman, and there's Ursula and Mohammed. Let's get to the big breaking news. First, that plus-up check. Every time I say it, it just sounds like a supplement program or some protein shake. The new plus-up check. What is a plus up check? It literally has the most deceptive name you could possibly imagine. You hear the word plus up check and you think, oh, I'm getting a third stimulus check of $1,400 and I'm getting some extra money on that, right? Yeah. I'm getting some extra $12 ice cream, Sister Lloyd. Where's the more moolah? No, plus up check should really be called equal check. The concept of it is if you got a watered down check of $1,300 or $1,350, IRS was going to be sending 700,000 new checks this week to bring you even to $1,400. This is people who got a watered down check. Why would you get a watered down check? Because you made too much money off of your 2019 tax return. When you filed your 2020, they're like, oh, you should have gotten a full $1,400. We'll bring you even, but we'll call it plus up. Make you feel special. It's not plus anything, folks. It's still $1,400. I did not come up with the name. They did. But let me give you the other big exciting news about third stimulus check is that yesterday the press secretary confirmed that 2 million new third stimulus checks were sent out yesterday. 2 million third stimulus checks of $1,400. Who is this? Well, it's not just veterans. 300,000 of them were veterans. The rest were not veterans. They were all people who don't file tax returns or never did a non-filer filing tool. And so those are landing as well. Watch for them. Finally, the mail checks are about 2 weeks late. Don't worry. Don't fret. Stay positive. I literally had viewers who are March 26 mail check recipients get it yesterday. And away we go to fourth stimulus. Oh my goodness. Let's look at that deliciousness right off the bat. That deliciousness starts with understanding who wants to give you what and how do they want to give it to you. Well, both the senators and the House members both want to give you this money. Let's cut to the money first. And before we go over the path, look at that. Just amazing. Any updates, LALATE, about SSI and SSDI? Yeah, this is your update. $8,400. $8,400. Yes, that's your update about SSI and SSDI. Any updates about hazard pay? No, this is your $12,000. $12,000? Yes. The fourth stimulus payout would be the biggest single payout to any viewer of this channel since the pandemic started. It's huge. It's huge. It's every month a stimulus check and at least 6 months of checks. Look at this potential money. Potentially $1,400 a month or $2,000 a month. You're looking at a single person's check. You're not looking at the household check. You're not looking at 5 people's check. You're looking at one person's check. Who gets this? You. If you're on SSI or SSDI, Social Security or railroad benefits or veterans, this is you. If you're a household, it would be a 4-person household, 4 times those checks. If you're a single individual, make less than $75,000, you. Married couple, double that, $75,000, you would get 2 of those checks. The path to get it done has 2 possibilities. It is either the House Progressives or the Senate Democrats. Let's understand the proposals. First, the House members want to give it to you every month through the pandemic plus 1 year. I've seen your great comments on social media, Twitter especially today. You said, Elliot, I prefer the House plan. Keep it pushing. I love that. Get involved. Express your opinion. Absolutely. The senators want to do it every month until December. A stimulus check. Who are these people? The House members are more junior members of Congress. They're progressives. And the senators are more senior members, the movers and shakers of the Democratic Party. The House members want to give you $2,000 for the first month and $1,000 every month thereafter. The senators don't say the monthly amount, but word on the street is it looks like this. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Just look at that. If it's $1,400 a month, it's $8,400. If it's $2,000 a month, it's $12,000. Well, that's how we started the day. And then the day went absolutely through the roof. If you've been with me since April of last year, you have known every Thursday morning is the new unemployment numbers. Even yesterday, I showed you the graphic and I said to you, Every day I've done these unemployment numbers since April 2020. It's always been a million new unemployment claims, or 800,000 or 700,000. I actually said to you yesterday in one of the recordings, it's never been less than 700,000. It's just always 700, 800,000 new unemployment claims. We had 20 weeks of 1 million unemployment claims. Before the pandemic started, we were 200,000 unemployment claims per week. And I said, you know what? What's going to happen this Thursday? Just going to be another 700,000, 800,000 new unemployment claims? Oh my goodness. Wait till you see this number. As the Sir Mix-a-Lot's a lyric song used to say, oh my God, Becky, look at that. Well, Becky, look at this. Becky, look at this number. It's so small, not huge. It's so small, Becky. Look at this number. Unemployment claims for last week came in at 576,000. Wall Street is expecting 700,000. We've never had a number this small. It's a substantial drop. It's the lowest number of new unemployment claims since the pandemic hit. The lowest number since March of 2020. I mean, just look at this. I saw this number come out this morning, and I literally froze. I looked at it. I thought, is that a typo? 576? Is that a typo? I couldn't believe my eyes. I literally thought that it was a typo, that they inverted the 7 and the 5. I thought, 570,000? We've never seen a number this low, ever. Let's look at the week before so you understand how this has been a complete reversal of this economy. Last week, we were talking about 744,000 new unemployment claims. The week before that, 728. We were getting worse. We were growing the last 2 weeks from 728 to 744 unemployment claims. The continuing unemployment claims were flat. They weren't improving. And California and New York were surging. And I said to you, why is California having more unemployment claims if we're reopening? Here's the reason. Data is delayed about 1 week in reporting, so you don't see the impact of changes for economic data until a week later. Well, here you go. Let me show you what happened with California. Unbelievable. Going up 1 week, almost 100,000, and going down 100,000 the next week. Virginia improving by 23,000. Texas by 20,000. Ohio, not on the graphic, dropping 22,000. This is huge. This is absolutely huge. Let's look at the continuing unemployment numbers. Well, first, let me show you the overall number. 576, they're expecting 710. This is the best number since the start of the pandemic. And then there's this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Continuing unemployment claims dropped 1 million in a week? Well, that means in 16 weeks the jobs could be restored, right, LALATE? Oh no. This is what we talked about 2 weeks ago on this channel. When you see things moving, they could move very fast. So next week could drop by 2 million or by 3 million. Yes, you're improving at 1 million a week, that's 16 weeks, but if it speeds up, it's moving very fast. Oh my goodness. And then, that was the big great news. Then there was another number that came in. Are you ready for this one? In the month of February, the economy got the $600 stimulus check, the second stimulus check in their hands, and started to spend it. They spent it a little bit in January, but they mostly spent it in February. What happened in February? Retail sales went down. It was not enough to spur the economy. That $600 stimulus check did not help retail sales. It went down in February by 3%. So March's retail sales numbers came in today. What do you think March's retail sales numbers were? Do you think we went down? Let me ask the room. In the live chat, do you think retail sales numbers were down again in March? They were down 3% in February. What do you think? Let me see what you think. Do you think retail sales? Wall Street was estimating going into today they would not be down. They would be up 6%. What do you think happened? One person says up a little bit, and another one says maybe 4%. Let me show you the shocking detail. Here you go. My goodness. Oh my goodness. It went up 10% in March. Look at this reversal. It's shocking. It's just shocking. Understand, this is before people have their third stimulus check. This is before they have their third stimulus check. There's Pam says up. Shia says down. Mary says down. Leah says down. Shia says down. Linda says down. Shalia says down. David says down. Look what happened. In February, retail sales went down 3%. Wall Street expected to go up in March. This is before you have your $14 third stimulus check. Some of you just got a few days ago. This number's for March. It went up, and it went up 10%. Wow. This is shocking. This is shocking. This is incredible good support for monthly stimulus checks. Why? You see that when people got a $600 stimulus check in January and they started to spend in February, it didn't really impact the economy that much. The economy's retail sales went down. You thought that that March would not have been a strong number as well because they didn't have the stimulus check from this third stimulus package in their hand yet. Well, even that $600 started to feel the impact in March. Imagine what April's numbers are going to be now that they have that $1,400 stimulus check to spend. This is huge, and it gives incredible support for a stimulus package. The Federal Reserve spoke yesterday about what they think stimulus checks are generally used for. And that data from the Federal Reserve basically said that people are spending the check about the same amount as what they did with the first stimulus check. While the data, you would think that some people spend checks a certain rate or spend or save it. The Federal Reserve shows that generally there is a savings amount that people use with a stimulus check and amount that they spend it with. And with that, it supports the big push for another round of stimulus checks. Wow, great news. Let's look back at that big numbers for that fourth stimulus package right now and those monthly stimulus checks. This is what the House members want to do. That's what the senators want to do. But ultimately, if the senators have their way, look at these numbers. Look at these numbers. These are the biggest payouts for a single individual that you would have ever seen on this channel. So you want to get behind it? This is for everyone. LALATE, what's the update about SSI and SSDI? This is the biggest payout you'll ever have for SSI and SSDI. What is the update on hazard pay? This is the biggest payout you'll ever have on this channel. What is the update on FPUC retro? This pales in comparison. This is 3 times the amount of FPUC retro for a lot of people. Incredible news. Meantime, someone wants to give you $6,000. $6,000? Wait, instead of that thing? No, in addition. Yes. Ron Wyden wants to give you $6,000. And something I did make clear yesterday, he wants to give it to you each year. Oh my goodness. How's this going to work? And what's going on? Is this something to do with the sirloin and a Cadillac? Is this like a cappuccino trick? Do I need some bacon for this? And do I have to get on the highway to get the $6,000 with a Cadillac? Is a tow truck on the highway? I'll have the latest updates for you more coming up right after this in 60 seconds. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. and then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE. And the excitement continues right now on Noontime LA. Thank you for joining me on a big major broadcast. I'm covering third stimulus checks, fourth stimulus checks, the $6,000 stimulus check, and the standalone $50,000, and also $10,000 stimulus checks in as well. It's a big noontime. How are you? Having fun? It is a big day, and I'm so excited you're joining me on a big midday show. Coming up later today, our programming schedule adds a new show tonight on evenings after evenings LA. Join me tonight as we add a new show to our lineup. It's called LA Late Night. It features your favorite personalities making surprise appearances and a lot of laughs and information as well. Some parody and some laughs and information as well. Meantime, coming up next is Afternoons LA in 2 hours from now. 2 hours from now is Afternoons LA's first show. And then 2 hours after that is Afternoons LA's second show. Follow 2 hours after that is Evenings LA. And then 2 hours after that, LA Late Night. It's very easy to follow the schedule. Just add 2 hours after each show. Coming up tonight on Evenings LA, I'll take you a look inside of this. Oh my goodness, what is that? What is that? What is that beautiful thing? It is a vehicle that they're saying could change the EV market forever. It's the first ever seen image of this vehicle, and it was just released a few minutes ago, and that's tonight on Evenings LA. And I'll explain to you what it is and why that is literally the largest flat screen you have ever seen in a car. My goodness. I'll tell you what it is and why Sirloin's going to trade in that Cadillac very quickly. There is Robbie. Thank you, Robbie, for becoming a Purple Hawk. And then someone else joined earlier. Robbie, and there was another person. I don't know if I can grab it. If someone could tell me the other person who joined, was it Carolina? I want to welcome that person as well. Thank you for joining me on Noontime LA. I hope you're having fun and enjoying your day. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also like this video. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calstino, VIP. If you were a member, you got this before anyone else. Literally the minute it came out, I delivered to you. I didn't deliver you Ron Wyden. I don't think you personally want Ron Wyden. You want the bill he wrote. Well, I delivered you Ron Wyden's bill, and his bill provides you $6,000 per year. Wow. What is this for, and who's it for? It's a $6,000 stimulus check paid $250 a week for six months, and it's every year, lifetime, as often as you need it. What is it for? The concept is the following. PUA launched on April 28th of last year. I launched this channel because of PUA in part. Because when I launched on April 25th, I knew people would not understand nor even know what PUA is. Now you all know what it is. It's unemployment assistance for people who are sole practitioners, gig workers, Uber and Lyft, hairdressers, electricians, plumbers. They don't normally get assistance from unemployment because they're not employees, they're not W-2s, they're 1099s. PUA was created by the first stimulus package to provide them relief. Well, guess what? PUA is going away in September, as is PUC and other things like FPUC. Ron Wyden's idea is that you need assistance from the federal government in the future, has nothing to do with COVID. So he has now introduced a wonderful bill that would pay you 6 months of benefits per year, lifetime, as often as you need it. So if you have trouble in a year from now or trouble in 3 years from now, there'll always be a federal program you can apply for benefits of up to $6,000 per year. It's an incredible new bill, and it was introduced to the Senate just yesterday. It would give that relief that PUA recipients need as PUA is set to expire in late December. Elsewhere, we had incredible good news yesterday from this person, Elizabeth Warren. Late in the day, she got a document released from the federal government, which I detailed first on this channel. And the document shows that 36 million Americans could be buying a car, buying a house, or starting a business this month. Why? Let me explain. She asked the federal government to release data on how many people could be debt-free by a $50,000 student loan debt forgiveness executive order. And the data came in. 36 million Americans could absolutely have the freedom off their shoulders to go buy things. The data shows that 36 million Americans can't buy a house, can't buy a car, can't start a business because they have student loan debt. It's holding them back. And that $50,000 of student loan debt will be determined today or tomorrow, I've been reporting to you, by Secretary of Education Miguel Cardona. He has till tomorrow to prepare that memo for the president to say whether or not the president can forgive student loan debt by executive order. I'm reporting he can, because Trump did it and Obama did it. Biden can do it as well. That's going to be very exciting. That's going to be very exciting. Coming up in just a second, I'll be going over more about that big forced stimulus check and the push to get it done. But let's look again at this number for just a second. I'm also going to be going over the big money for business grants that has now gone live, and it's hitting this week. What's important to know is that Wall Street is trading really strongly today on this economic news. Currently, Bitcoin is up about $900, up to 63,000. It's only about a 1% leap, but Ethereum is up almost 5% today. It was up 140 earlier today. It's up actually higher now at 2,400 a share. But if you look at tech is rallying as well. As one Wall Street analyst said this morning, everything's rallying. Microsoft is up 370, which is about 5%. Facebook up 5%. Amazon up about $39, which I think is about 3 or 4%. Really incredible, great news. And this is as conflicting news is coming in about COVID. There's a new report out that shows we're currently at the highest level. This graphic is incorrect. It should say summer 2020. The highest level since summer 2020. We're now at 71,000 new COVID cases a day, which is 8% growth week to week. It's a really bad number. So it's really hard to gauge what's going on. So let me cut back and tell you the big news then about the fourth stimulus package. The fourth stimulus check would come to you not from the president and not from the Republicans. The president is not a legislator. He's a former legislator. He's head of the executive branch. So he doesn't write a bill. He makes a proposal. He makes a pitch. He makes an urging. It is the senators and the House members who have vowed to put those stimulus checks in there for you. They're the ones that actually write the bill. Let's go over this. Step one is to send a bill to the House floor to determine whether they want to do something by reconciliation. That's called by Nancy Pelosi for a vote. It passes and it goes to the Senate. It passes and then it goes to the president to sign, and the president signs it into law and says, I agree to do a reconciliation. Then they start all over again and they do the substance. They decide, what are we going to do reconciliation for? They're going to take all the president's proposals, but add stuff in there, which is what they always do. It's at that point those House members can put in there those checks for a year for pandemic plus 1 year, or they could wait for the senators. You would prefer the House members to put it in there first. Those House members putting in there first is a very good, strong push to start with. And then it goes to the Senate. And at the Senate, that's when the vote-a-rama kicks in. The vote-a-rama would kick in to make that a modification and get that done and get those stimulus checks to a finality. And you want this done sooner rather than later because it works in your benefit. They had that incredible reconciliation win just a week ago, and that reconciliation win gets them the ability to do it as quickly as possible. They would do this if it's done at the senator level during the vote-a-rama, with 21 of 50 Democratic senators so far wanting to do it. And away we go. Meantime, big exciting news happening today as well. Across the country, if you are a business owner from 2020 or 2021 and were impacted by the pandemic, a series of new grants have gone live. First, the Shuttered Venue Grant is now live at SBA. It's not just for venues, so go look at it. Second, the PPP grant has now gone live again. It was extended by executive order. You reach out to that at Fundera Cabbage. Third, there is a business grant for the restaurants that's about to go live. There is no grant to start a new business. The president did not get that into the third stimulus package. And finally, the $10,000 EIDL grant. It was open in March to May of last year when you were with me and we went through that whole ordeal, and then it went live for 1 week in July. They're sending out the invites, and I have a few exclusives to report to you today. You're only hearing on this channel. Number one, July applicants are getting invites before March applicants, even in the same city. It's just random. Number two, I have a lot of people who got invites for this $10,000 grant in February this year, fill out the paperwork, returned it, haven't heard anything. They sent me messages, why haven't I heard anything? It's been since February. And then they've heard that other people have gotten the invites in the last few days. They filled it out and they've already gotten their money. What's going on? Vortex. Vortex, it's back. The vortex is back. It's another vortex. One of my insider confirms that SBA knows there is another vortex computer problem with February 2021 recipients of the EIDL $10,000 offer who responded. Here we go again. The only difference this time is that SBA knows it's a vortex. Those people who responded to the February email are stuck in a vortex. They're trying to fix it, and that's why you see other people getting paid before you. Away we go. And it's a big day with exciting big news. Let me give you the latest update from Wall Street as we sit here and we go into the new day. As we sit here and we get excited for what could be happening later in the day. Currently, with about an hour and a half left in the market trading, the Dow is up 280, which is less than 1%. The NASDAQ is up 170, which is 1.23%. Let me tell you what's happening over at crypto. Crypto Bitcoin is up about 1.3%, higher than my original graphic I showed you, and Ethereum is up about 5.6%, $131. It is a market high all time with incredible economic data across the board, and literally sector after sector is showing incredible, strong performing financial data right now. And with that, thank you for joining me on Noontime LALATE. I'll see you back in about 2 hours from now as Afternoon LALATE kicks up its high feet and hooves. If you're, a cow and you're watching from the casino. Make sure you subscribe. Also, like this video. 3,000 likes. Don't forget to like the video. If you're watching this taped, thank you for watching it taped later in the day. I appreciate it. Earlier today, I delivered Mornings LALATE and Early Mornings LALATE. If you missed those shows as well, go watch them. I'll see you back in 2 hours from now. Stay informed, stay focused, keep on smiling, and stay with LA for more.